This is track man.
Yeah, he's not going to go anywhere. Too wide. Good job by Nantucket defense. Number 14 was in on the play for Nantucket. Jamal Emmanuel on the outside.
Good job there by the defense on this first series. One thing that I saw in these first two series is Nantucket looks like the more polished team right now. Their defense come out flying here, and two quick holds.
And that's a pretty poor kick when Nantucket's going to get away from it. Get away from it.
If you're not going to pick the ball up, why do you stand there looking
You,
at it?
you yell poison, poison. Get
feet.
away from it.
Is poison one of those allowed words you can use?
It is on the football field, Dick. That means get away.
Poison. All right. So Nantucket wins the battle of the exchange of punts, starting a first down now at the 49. So they picked up 19 yards in exchange of punts. No first downs yet in this game.
And they're going to give him a third down in about 1.
Now you gotta go up the middle again here. I would like to see him go a little bit off the right tackle side. This left tackle here, the big guy, 70, is
Pretty good.
giving him a lot of trouble on this side of the field.
All right, let's see. And what do we got?
I think we have a timeout by the Whalers.
It's a period. End of the quarter.
So we have played 1 quarter here at Vito Capizzo Stadium, and your Nantucket Whalers are ahead 7-0. The touchdown was scored earlier in the first quarter by Justin Boyes. A nice pass from Micaiah Bone, 37 yards. Justin made a good catch.
Gotta read. You have to read that statement.
Getting ready for second quarter action now coming up. Second quarter. This game is being sponsored by Dune Restaurant and Bar. Open for takeout Friday, April 2nd. That's a week from yesterday. This Friday, April 2nd, open for takeout. And then indoor dining will be starting on Thursday, April 15th. And April 15th used to be tax day, but for the second year in a row, they pushed it off.
What's it, May 17th?
May 17th. So,
Nice reprieve.
nice reprieve. They won't be digging into my pockets looking for cash.
Looking for cash, Dick? Uh-oh. Well, Dick, the first period, the first quarter, I should say, belonged on the side of the Whalers. Not only did they control the scoreboard, they controlled the defensive side of the football. So Randolph has their work cut out for them today, I think.
Yeah, it's the offensive and defensive line is controlling the game right now. But, I mean, we only played one quarter here, 12 minutes, so
Yeah.
we've got a long way to go in this one. And looking over at the Booster Club Shack, it's not open. I saw 2 or 3 people this week, and they said to me, Dick, game this week? I said, yeah. And then they're going to be cooking linguiça? And I said, I don't think so. And they went, The fans are waiting for the linguiça to come back.
All right, up the middle. Lads got the first down and more. Good job by Liebert, right up the middle. Right off tackle, Dick.
I think you got to keep it inside the tackles, the guard
believe
center
you're
area.
right. So Liebert gets some tough yardage for the Whalers and a first down. Ball's in across the 50 to about the 47-yard line of Randolph.
This is an important series for the Whalers here. They got control in the scoreboard, but they could really take control of the game if they can move this down and score again. At least move it down and give them bad field position.
All right, going to throw it. Oh, he get hit. He cut a catch.
Oh!
Oh, we got a penalty too.
There might be a face mask on that, which will give him the additional yards.
Malik Bawden on the reception. He adjusted to the ball that time, Dick.
How many times do you think those 2 guys have done that in the backyard with each other?
Well, a lot.
Go deep. I'm just going to throw it up in the air and you find it.
You could see him make that adjustment. We got a face mask.
Yeah. The face mask is the only penalty on that would give them the additional yardage. You know, if there's holding or anything else, they get the spot. But the face mask is the only one that gets tacked on half the distance to the goal line.
So the ball spotted on the 5-yard line.
So now Nantucket's going to have 4 chances to really take control of this game.
And
Justin Boyes again.
Second score.
5-yard run by Justin. So Justin got one by the ear. one by the ground, and he adds on an extra point by the kick. Let's see if they let him kick the second one.
Oh, I think he will.
So Justin, 13 points, all belonging to him, and he can add another one to make it 14. Scoreboard reads 11-11 on the time, but 13 going on 14 for the Whalers.
Good snap, good down, and I think it's wide. Good. Good. So he's got all 14 points to his credit.
So 14-0, and I was talking to one of the Randolph assistant coaches on the way up here, and I asked him, who'd you guys play? And he told me, I said, yeah, 0-2 going against 0-2. Something's got to give. And he said, yep, something's got to give. But right now, the giving is all Whalers. Let's hope they can keep it up. And this will be a win today would be big. When I looked at their schedule way back when they weren't even sure they're going to play football, but they did have a schedule in place. I said 3 non-league games, 7-game schedule, 3 non-league games, 4 league games. I said it'd be nice to win 2 out of the first 3, or 1 out of the first 3 at worst.
Where do they go next week? Sandwich?
I'll get the schedule out here in a second.
Okay. Okay, boys with the kick. And number 80's got it. And nice job by Nantucket.
Next week, Dennis, they're on the road. They're at Monomoy.
Well, they should have a good week there.
April 3rd. That's a very winnable game. And then the big game is the home game the following week. We'll be here for this. April 10th. It's set for 1:30 steady. Sandwich comes to town. And then they go to St. John Paul. And then the Island Cup game finishes it up on the 24th.
Theoretically, they could do well the rest of the way.
But right now, getting way ahead of ourselves. Still a lot of time left in this one. 11:05, Nantucket with the 14-0 lead.
Bad snap, up the middle.
I like the way the Nantucket defense is playing today.
Me too.
They seem almost 100% better and more enthusiastic than they were the first time we seen them play Mashpee. I didn't see the West Bridgewater game, but the Mashpee game, they were a little bit dull.
So we got a second down and 8. We got motion. Oh, and that's going to be encroachment.
No, somebody moved.
Number 68 for Nantucket crossed the line.
But Hunter was looking at the guy in front of him, not listening to the count.
What he's coached to do. He did a good job.
The guy in front of you, the ball moves, you move. And
you're a defensive lineman. You watch the football. When that moves, you move. Nice job by the Nantucket defense.
Defensive line is not giving up much at all.
Number 24 for Nantucket on the tackle, Justin Zaroka. That's the second good play he's made.
Justin's only a junior.
Only a junior.
He's a tough kid, playing one of the middle linebacker spots.
But that snap. He's got the first down.
Oh, that's a late hit. Oh. Nantucket got a break there, Dennis.
Wow.
No flag came out. And I hope the kid gets up.
He's hurting.
One of the coaches seems a little bit upset down there.
They are going to punt it.
I'm glad we don't have the coaches mic'd up.
Me too. Oh, wow. Up the middle, they got the first down. Number 9 with the carry.
Yeah, Randolph could get a little bit fired up by that. Let's go over that play again. We got distracted by the coach. The coach was really upset down there in the field. He had a case because his kid stepped out of bounds before the first down, made a shot, but then kept running up the sidelines and was whistled out of bounds, but then got hit by a Nantucket kid who didn't hear the whistle. The coach was looking for a whistle, it never came. A flag, it never came.
Well, they run a little bit harder. That was a good game.
So Randolph's in a no-huddle offense here. Hurry up offense. 2nd and 6.
Nice job. Oh, good job. Again, number 24, number 1 for the Whalers. Boyce and Zaroga. So we got a 3rd down and about 6.
Yeah, he lost 2 on that one.
Yeah.
Fighting for extra yards, but he took a step backwards, and that's when you lose the yards, when you take that step backwards.
Uh-oh.
Gonna go all the way.
Number 3.
50, 55, a 58-yard run.
As an hour and a 58-yard run, and now they got fired up in a hurry, didn't they, Dick?
Yeah, they got fired up. The coach had some choice words for them. They listened, and that's one of the twins there, Pat. 58 yards, and he could motor. We talked about the other kid being a sprint.
Yeah.
Champion sprinter. That kid turned it on, too.
So they're going to go for 2, Dick.
Big stop here for the Whalers.
Yeah.
They're up by 8. You'd like to stay up by 8.
I think that depends on the spot. Depends on the spot.
Okay, he didn't get in.
Good job by the Nantucket defense stopping the extra point.
Right.
So with 8:20 left in the first half, Randolph is on the scoreboard.
Yeah, that was a 58-yard run by my markings, and that probably doubled their total offense up to them. They might have only had about 30 yards up into that point.
Yeah.
We're here in the second quarter. This game in the second quarter is being sponsored by Dune Restaurant and Bar, opening for takeout next Friday, April 2nd. Indoor dining, coming Thursday, April 15th, formerly known as Tax Day. But
The next year will be known as tax day.
yeah. People said that last year, Dennis, and here I am, 2 years in a row. It's not Tax Day. You cannot predict the future.
That's for sure, Dick. You got that right.
All right, now it becomes a very important possession here for the Whalers.
And on the ground. It's on the ground.
You gotta get
Live
on it. You
ball.
gotta get on it. You gotta get on
Live
it.
ball. Library does the job.
Wow. That became very dangerous after get by that first.
Good coaching. He didn't try to pick it up. He just
No, when the
fell
ball
on it.
is bouncing like that there, you don't try to pick it up. No.
Yep. All right, so they're going to take over on the 26-yard line.
They'll take it there because that was a planned squib bouncing kick, and Randolph looked like they were going to be all over it, especially when it got by that first whaler. The ball was in no man's land. Nantucket was lucky to get possession. 8:20 to go here in the first half.
And up the middle, Liebird, no. Yep.
And whistling that
Player's
dead.
Good fake, though, by number 2, Barden. And what do we got, Dick?
It has to be a motion penalty on the Whalers. Oh, no, they're saying offside on.
Offside, okay.
Well,
Whalers pick up
I don't
5
like
easy ones.
I don't like that call, Dennis.
Why?
If they're offside, they should let us run the play.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah.
They throw the flag, and then the Nantucket has the choice of taking the play or the 5 yards. There they gave them no choice.
They got the 5 yards.
They'll take the 5 yards, and that part is good, but maybe the play might have gained 8 yards.
That is true. Big hole there. Liebird up the middle, and I think he's close to the first down.
Can bring it second and short.
Depends on the spot. Yeah.
Another chance to throw the ball downfield. Let's get the brother act together here. Run down the field and I'll throw it. You go look for it. Borden to Borden. It worked last time.
They play press coverage. They playing up close.
Malik right in front of us here. Screen to Justin.
Boston's going to get outside.
Justin! Oh my gosh! Justin Boys for the hat trick.
Wow.
That's a 64-yarder. A 64-yarder for Justin.
Wow, what a nice run.
So Nantucket answers in a hurry there.
7:20 left in the second quarter.
So Dennis, he caught that actually behind. You know, an official scorer may call that a running play because he caught that ball behind him, the quarterback. So it wasn't a forward pass.
Right,
it was a
that's
backward
correct.
pass.
That's right.
So we'll put a little asterisk next to that and see if we're going to call it. I called it 64. Could have been closer to 65.
And that one's good. 21. He's got all 21 points, Dick. When's
Yeah.
the last time you saw that happen?
I haven't.
We're in kind of a new territory. Justin
New
Boyce.
territory.
3 touchdowns in the first half.
He caught the ball from our angle. We had a good angle here. The ball from our angle was thrown behind him. I'm going to go on record and say that's a 64-yard run.
I think you're right, Dick.
Because the ball was thrown behind and Justin caught it, then swung upfield. I'm not the official scorer. I'm just voicing my opinion. But anyways, Nantucket will take it. And what do you call it, 64 or 65-yard run or pass. He probably ran about 100 yards, Dennis.
We'll see how it goes on the how they score it.
There is, Nantucket calls this in official unless you have somebody here representing the paper. The home team calls it into the Boston papers and the Cape Cod paper. We'll see how they call it in.
Jeremy Cass is gonna kick off. I think Justin's getting a little rest on the sideline. Nice kick. Ball's live. Oh, we got a penalty flag.
A little run back there. You might have holding, though, that will push it back.
Number 80 for them.
That's usually a block in the back when the flag comes in during the run.
Carrier.
So the penalty against Randolph, that'll push it back half the distance to the goal line. The ball's at about the 21 now. That'll bring it back to about the 11 or 12. And they're going to put it down at the 11. So now 7-11 to go here. Randolph has got to get a couple first downs to get themselves out of a big hole. They're down by 15 points.
Good job by Nantucket defense.
Little hole in the middle, but
number 54 for Nantucket in on the tackle.
Wilson closes it up quickly there.
Yeah. Jack
We're
Wilson.
gonna do a player of the game, but then we're gonna go back to our old formula, right? 3 stars.
Liebert made the tackle on that. So it's 3rd and about 4, long 4.
So a big offensive play here coming up for the Blue Devils.
Gonna throw it, screen. Good job of pressure.
Well, the pressure was there, but the pass got there. 3 just dropped it. A little bit low, but he just out and out dropped it.
Tyler Anderson was right on the quarterback.
Yeah, I don't know if he would have made the first down or not.
I think he might have tipped it, Dick.
Maybe you're right there. Maybe the tip caused it to make a harder catch. It looks like a very easy catch from my angle. But if the ball's tipped, it's not very easy after that. Last time they lined up in this formation, they ran the ball, but I doubt if they'll try it a second time.
No. Well, that's a good kick. Oh my goodness. Oh. Nantucket recovered it, bud.
They were lucky there, Dennis, because
Whoa, that
the
was
Randolph kid coming in sort of still thinking making a tackle. He's got to realize that the ball was on the ground. The Nantucket kid can't run for it. He's got to dive for the ball.
Right,
he dives for the ball, and even if he doesn't get it, it moves the ball around, and Nantucket doesn't get it.
I think we got the mandatory timeout there.
The mandatory timeout here with 6:10 to go. Again, for you people that aren't familiar with the rule, and I'm sort of learning it on the fly here. Let's see if we can find it. Today's game is a non-league game, first time ever between these teams. They're playing 12-minute quarters, and you require a water break at the midpoint of each quarter. The break will take place at the first change of possession at the 6-minute mark. So hence the 6:10. They changed it. The break is a minute and a half. Each team is allowed 3 minute-and-a-half timeouts per half, with the additional mandated mid-quarter break. So I think the referees are learning it too. The first game against Mashpee, Dennis, we're having a hard time seeing it happen, but today the referees are doing a much better job. This timeout is brought to us by Fairground, where friends meet, Pudley's Pub Sea Grill, where the locals go for great fish and excellent seafood, opening this week. Arrowhead Nursery, where home and garden meet. Island Kitchen, open for breakfast and lunch. One Chins Way Keeper's Restaurant, 5 Amelia Drive, open for breakfast and dinner, weekends. All right, we're in the second quarter here. Portions of the second quarter is brought to us by Dune Restaurant and Bar, opening for takeout Friday, April 2nd, indoor dining Thursday, April 15.
Okay, ball spot on the 42-yard line, 1st and 10 for Nantucket.
I'll go out on a limb, Dennis, and
Again?
say,
You've been on a lot of limbs today, Dick.
if Nantucket scores in this possession, the game could be over. How's that for a limb?
All right. Oh, batter down. You know, a good defense. I haven't seen Borden throw to the right. I think one of the things they need to do is try to throw a pass to the right so that he can demonstrate that he can go both ways.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's very interesting when you check a game stat.
He's a left-handed quarterback,
and they show all the passes go, and then all of a sudden you see like on a pro game they'll throw the ball 40 times, 27 catches, and you see 15 of them were caught on the right.
Gonorrhea with the ball. Gonorrhea around the corner.
Nice run there. He picks up a first down.
Yeah, just about. And that's a first down.
Connery, only a junior. Nantucket's got a lot of young kids here, Dennis, and
only 5 seniors there.
They may be growing up in a hurry. The interesting aspect of this is, Dennis, that we're playing the fall season here in March, going into April.
Beautiful weather.
Beautiful weather, but they'll be right back at it in August for the falling season.
He's going to get outside.
He saw the marker. He got to the marker and get the first down. Then he just got out of bounds, avoid the big hit.
So we got a second down. Ball's across midfield on the 41-yard line of Randolph. Second and about 8. Maybe 7.
Nantucket just plenty of time, control the clock, bring it down.
Yep, run that football.
One more score and you could almost ice the game, but don't give the ball back too quickly.
They're going to throw it this time. There should be a penalty flag on that.
Yeah.
And I think it would have been offensive.
It looked like he pulled him down before the ball got there to me. I don't know.
Look, well, he had his hand out.
Yeah.
So I don't
and
know.
he even pulled on the jersey. No call.
So now we got a third down at about 8. Ball still on the 41-yard line.
Third down, ball's at the 41. We're probably in four down territory here. Let's see what happens on this play.
And he's going to throw it up the middle, incomplete. And we got a fourth down. Clock stops with 5:11.
Well, now
left in the second quarter.
Now you might think about punting. You didn't make. If you run those 2 downs, you might be looking at a 4th and 2 here or something. But now,
where the score is such,
the score is in their favor,
yeah,
right?
I think.
Now what I'm saying is now you have to throw the ball. You know. But with the speed Nantucket has in the backfield, you got the quarterback run, you got the quick pitch outside. That's many options. The only option they probably don't have is giving it up the middle to Liebert.
Yeah, Blois is going to get it, and he's got it. Got the marker. Got the first down.
Yeah. They brought Justin in tight to that this time. One of the first times today they run that formation, and he got around the end in a hurry.
Boy, that kid is talented out there. He's hobbling a little bit though right now. A lot of these kids from Nantucket are going both ways.
And they came right out of the basketball season into football practice. I would have
Right.
loved to see the basketball team play this year.
Yep.
I missed them.
It's got a wide open to run it. Incomplete.
We had a flag at the line of scrimmage. I
Did
think
he run over the line of scrimmage, Dick?
you
Quarterback go across.
you could be right. There's a flag right at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, yeah.
So maybe
see
he
what the
stepped
call
over the
is.
line before he threw it.
They're talking to illegal procedure. 5 yards on the Whalers. So it'll be 1st and 15.
Yeah, the illegal procedure is that you cross the line of scrimmage and then threw the ball. And
He had a wide open field. He could have run.
I thought he was going to run it, yeah. 4:34 to go in the first half. It's Whalers 21, Blue Devils 6. How many years do you think, Dennis, will we get to where they make the Whalers change their nickname, take it away? Make the Blue Devils change the nickname, take it away? Are we coming to that?
Oh, I don't think so.
You don't think so?
No,
You think the Whalers and the Blue Devils will live on forever?
I do. I do.
You see so many nicknames falling by the wayside.
I know.
All right, picked up about 3, but again, they were starting 1st and 15, so now they're working a 2nd and 12.
Clock stop with 4:28 left. The half.
Long first half because there has been a lot of throwing.
Yeah. All right, and up the middle is Liebert, and he fights hard, but he's pretty much stuffed.
Yeah, he just about gets back to the line of scrimmage. He broke a couple of tackles, but there's just too many there.
Okay, the ball's on the 34-yard line, so it'd be third and about 11.
Look for the pass here. They need the 11, but again, they're in 4-down territory. A little bit out of field goal range.
But I think you're right, Dick. I would run the ball a little bit. All right, there it is over the right. Even though the pass was incomplete, I was glad to see him throw to the right. All right, they're going to punt.
But if you stay on the ground, you start using the clock and getting rid of the time. You don't want. Now you're giving the ball back with 3.5 minutes to go here. If you run this whole series, it would be down about the 2-minute mark right now.
Good kick. Boy, he can run. Nice run back.
Wow, he brings it back to the original line of scrimmage.
And more.
So that's our guy, Pat. He got the only touchdown for Randolph, and he ran that one back about close to 40 yards, Dennis.
Yeah.
Let's see where they spot it.
On the spot
Spotting it
on
at
the
the
30.
36. So he took that right at the goal line. I was just about ready to say he should let that go into the end zone.
He's dropped every single kick to him. Can you imagine that? They all stayed right there for him. We haven't seen too many punts handed flawlessly today.
No.
Cass coming into the game for the Whalers.
He was short a man.
And we got a penalty flag in the
I
backfield.
think that's going to be a motion penalty.
Yeah, it is.
Too many people moving before the snap. Nantucket's ending up their non-league schedule here today. Third non-league game. 4 more games to go. All league games on the road next week. Holy Saturday at Monomoy. Next week is Easter weekend.
Saturday's at Monomoy, right?
At Monomoy,
Yep.
next Saturday. Yep.
Beautiful field over there.
And Monomoy is what, Howardshire and Chatham?
Howard's and Chatham, yep. Good job by Nantucket.
Which was interesting because Nantucket competed against Howard and Chatham in a lot of sports, but never football. They didn't have any football. We played them in basketball and baseball.
Well, their program's fairly new.
Yeah.
It's only about 6 or 7 years
Yeah,
old.
when they made the new high school, when Howard High School and Chatham High School combined and closed down and come up with Monomoy High School, that was the first year, as you say, about 6 years ago that they started football.
Good
Big
job.
sack.
Oh, now, there it is, number 50 for Nantucket. Gannon Mooney.
Mooney. They've missed Mooney.
Back from an
He did not
injury.
play opening week. I don't think he played last week either. They've missed him, and he's a beast out there today on defense.
With him and Cass playing defensive end, there's a lot of height out there. Those two guys are tall. So we got a third down and 25.
Yeah. You just cover them deep. Give them something across the
And we got
delay a
penalty,
game,
delay a
maybe.
game.
Flag was thrown by the backfield judge. Has to be a delay of the game. That's the only thing he could be keeping track of.
Right.
So delay a game there. They're having a hard time getting everybody in place. He moved 88 at the last minute, and that caused the delay of the game.
Third down
1:37
and
to go here
21
in
to
the first
go.
half.
And that's a fourth down. They got a punt.
So Nantucket will get the ball back with about a minute and change here in the first half. Vito Capizzo Stadium. Few fans here. Are we limiting fans? Or just
I
can
think they
anybody
are.
show up?
No, I think they are.
Yeah.
It's going to be interesting when we play for the Island Cup.
Yeah. Very interesting. Out of bounds here at the 46. They're going to mark at the 47. Look for the Whales to put the ball in the air here, Dennis. They're going to see if they can get another score before halftime. I'd like to see them get it down to about the 20 and try like a 35, 40-yard field goal to end the first half. It's good practice, you know.
Yeah, no doubt. So we got the first and 10. Whalers leading 21-6. There is 1:24 left in the half. Ball spotted on the 46-yard line. 47. Wide open. Gardner-Ray thrown out of bounds. Wide open.
Yeah, that was a nice play by the Whalers. Ray is an exciting guy here when he gets the ball in his hands, Dennis.
So the ball's on a spot on the 30-yard line. We got 1st and 10, 1:14
Boy, so they're
left.
If the half was just about ready to end, it'd be a 47-yarder. You pick up another 10 yards, and you might want to think a 37-yarder. It's good for the practice. So
Yeah,
we'll see
I
what
think
happens.
so.
And
We'll
they
see
may
what
score
happens.
a touchdown the way they're throwing the ball around.
Gonna throw it. Looking to the right. Oh, incomplete. Number 54 for Nantucket, slow to get up, and that is
His go-to guy, Justin, looking for him. They had Justin pretty well covered there, trying to get the ball out in front of him so Justin could catch it on the move. That was similar to his first touchdown, caught on the move and took it all away.
so we got 2nd and 10. Ball rests on the 30-yard line.
Plenty of time here.
Gonna run it. Gonna run it. They're gonna run out of bounds.
Picks up about 11, so that gives him a first down. Okay, now you got a minute, 1 second, Dennis, and a half, so you could run the ball once or twice, but
Well, it depends on what you
I
want to
think
do.
you're going to see the ball in the air here. Nantucket wants to go for the juggler here and end it.
Yeah.
Touchdown now would be giving them a commanding lead.
He's going to run it right. Cuts it. Gets it out of bounds. I thought he was going to cut it up, but he just ran it flat.
He was trying to cut it up, but I think he did the wise thing at the end of the play then to get out of bounds and stop the clock. Although Nantucket's probably got all of their timeouts left.
53 seconds left.
2nd and 15.
We got motion, and he's going to throw it. Going left. Oh, incomplete.
Boyce got his hands on it behind the defender.
Boyce is one tired young man right now. Look at him.
The crowd is congratulating the Whalers cheerleaders.
The crowd-
Interesting that the cheerleaders are in the end zones now, away from the fans, away from the play.
A lot of fans have come in since we started the game.
Right.
Everybody seems to be having a good time. Whalers lead 21-6. And there's a screen. Oh, nice play.
Good defense there by
Number 16.
Randolph.
Is it 16? Number 16 for Paul Goggin on the.
When you run a screen, you're supposed to let the guys come up the middle, but not that fast. You got to slow them down a bit.
So we got a 4th down, Dick.
Well, here's the field goal, Dennis. Here's what I was talking about.
Have we got the tee?
Got the
yes,
tee.
we are. There you go, Dick.
20, 24, 34. 34-yarder, Dennis.
Garner Ray is the holder.
I'm excited. 34-yarder coming up by Justin.
Uh-oh.
Bad snap.
Bad snap. And
So a bad snap, and we don't see. So I got what I wanted, but I didn't see anything come out of it. Oh gee, oh gee whiz. But
Yes, Dick, you got what you wanted.
got what I wanted. Getting ready for halftime. We're in the second quarter here. Second quarter is brought to us by Dune Restaurant. Opening for takeout Friday, April 2nd. Indoor dining Thursday, April 15th. The Dune Restaurant. 38 seconds. Let's see if Randolph does something crazy and Nantucket picks off an interception here. They already have intercepted him once today.
He's going to roll out. Throws it less could.
Justin's got the interception.
He's got.
Oh,
He went down hard.
good tackle there by Pat, number 3. He's been their bright spot on the Randolph side. And I was almost ready to say Justin's got one on the ground, in the air, and on the defensive end. But number 3 made a nice tackle and brought him down. But now Nantucket has the ball back on the 20. 25 seconds.
Another field goal, Dick.
Maybe we'll get the second field goal try. They're going to have a chance to throw the ball into the end zone 2 or 3 times. And they have all their timeouts left, right? So they could, if they catch the ball on the field, they can call a quick timeout. You gotta hurry, guys. You don't want to delay.
Ball's caught.
They spread everybody over. He went back to his brother. Micaiah to Malik. And it's goal to goal. The ball is on what, the 2?
2-yard line. They can run it or throw it. Got plenty of time.
They can run the ball, right, because they have all the timeouts in
wait
their
a minute,
pocket.
the clock is moving. They could take a timeout here. All right. Now what do you do, Dick? I think I would kick it.
Well, I'd kick the field goal, yeah. Big mistake there by the Whalers, Dennis. You got to call that timeout after he catches that ball.
Yeah. So
I was thinking he went out of bounds, but
no, I thought so too.
Because they didn't call the timeout. They should have called that timeout right away, and they would have had 15
from
seconds.
our vantage point, it's really hard to see the other sideline where the player's inbounds or out of bounds. So.
Well, they got one play left, so
4
evidently
seconds.
they're not going to try a second field goal. Evidently they're going to come up with a play. They can do anything here. They can run it up the middle. They can run it sweep. They can throw the pass. Because it is the last play of the first half.
I think a good bet would be to run with the library at number 30 up the middle.
Up the middle. That might be a play that Randolph's not thinking about. Randolph's going to be thinking
they're thinking
pass.
about going wide and all of that.
Spread everybody out and give it to him up the middle.
That's what I would do. But let's see. Nope.
They give it to him.
Oh, wow. No time left.
So Borden takes it in from 2 yards out.
27-6 with no time on the clock.
Well,
So-
you don't need time to kick your extra point,
Right,
so
that
they'll give
is
him
correct.
the extra point kick. Justin looking for his 4th extra point kick.
That's
He's
very
got it.
good. 28-6. And that's the end of the first half.
Today's broadcast is produced by Nantucket Community Television. NCTV's goal is to inspire the Nantucket community to explore ideas, share information, and highlight the island's people, stories, and culture through local TV and online programming. Last year, NCTV pursued these objectives with the special intensity to support Nantucket in weathering the pandemic. Okay, so we're back here for second half action, Dennis, and
All Whalers in the first half, I'm happy to say.
28-6, Nantucket's ahead,
Yep.
and you're watching this on NCTV, channel 18, and I hope you're enjoying it. Dick Herman, Dennis Karen here in the booth.
And on a perfect day for football. Couldn't be any better.
A lot of other guys around. One guy went out cod fishing. I don't know where he went. He's out catching cod, but he'll be back. Sean Davis is here working though hard, filming. Charlie Hoyman over on the other side. Dennis, this is the first time we've had more cameras in the booth than people.
True.
There's cameras everywhere.
There's wires and cameras and Dick, thank goodness we don't have to set it up.
Right.
They know what they're doing.
They know what they're doing, and they just point at me when they want me to talk, and I'm good with that.
Yes, you are.
If they asked me to try to get a wire A connected to slot B, I'd be lost.
We could color code them.
Color that is? How's it go? Righty tighty, lefty loosey? Is that it if we have to do that? All right, getting ready here for the second half kickoff, going into the third quarter. Third quarter is being sponsored by Minds and Communications, charting digital footprints for the Nantucket businesses for over 25 years.
Randolph will be receiving. They deferred, won the toss, so they elected to receive the beginning of the second half, which is very fashionable today, Dick.
That's almost automatic now, right?
Yeah.
Nobody
Nobody wants the ball.
Nobody ever takes the ball at the beginning of the game anymore.
Yeah. Didn't the Patriots take the ball one game this year?
They did that. They surprised the heck out of me when they did it.
Yeah.
Right. Because I think I'm only guessing, but I think the Patriots were one of the first teams
to do that.
to start deferring like that.
Yep. Bill Belichick made it fashionable. What a kick. And he didn't catch that one either. Oh, nice. The ball's out, but it's recovered by Randolph. Dick, I would seriously, if I was coaching Randolph, not put number 80 back there.
Yeah, he's
bobbled,
having his
fumbled every.
He's having his difficulties today fielding a kick. That's for sure.
Number 80. Nate Gomes Correa. He's a good runner. No question about it. So they start out from the 6-yard line, first and 10. We begin the second half, the third quarter. And we got a snap. Nice.
Nantucket pushes him into the end zone looking for the safety, but they're not
going to work.
They're not going to get it. They got him behind the line of scrimmage on about the 1, but they tried to drag him into the end zone for the safety. It didn't work.
He's going to throw it. He's going to run it. He could run it. There it is, Dip. Nice hit, but he's got a first down.
Yeah, good decision there by the quarterback. Is looking for a receiver, but then saw a lot of room and then took off and picked up enough for the first down, getting them out of a big hole.
Yeah, no doubt. 1st and 10. Ball's on the 22-yard line of Randolph.
That was a 20-yard pickup because I think they spotted that ball in the 2. They gave him
yeah.
a loss on that running play.
Yeah. We got a 1st and 10.
Well, Randolph has to score. They're down by 22 points. They need 3 scores to get back into this game.
Whoa! I thought
tipped.
that ball was going to be intercepted.
It was tipped, but it was tipped too high, Dennis. It went right towards the 2 Nantucket defenders, but it was tipped high, and they both had to jump for it. Neither could reach it. Now, the football season is going to end on April 24th, Dennis, and the baseball season is going to start on April 25th. Did you see some of the rules they're talking about for baseball?
No.
You can't wet your fingers. You can't spit.
That's a good run. Nice
Everybody
run.
has to have their own special water container and the whole bit.
Yeah, I did see something like that.
Yeah. They're hurrying it up again. When they get a good run, they like to hurry it up.
They're going to be tournaments this year, Dick, for the baseball.
They are going to be tournaments for the spring sports, correct?
Quarterback sneak for a first down.
The exciting thing I like about looking at the calendar for the tournament is if your baseball, softball, lacrosse team gets into the tournament and advances, you could be playing on 4th of July weekend, which is pretty exciting because all the time before sports were over the beginning of June unless you advanced and played like June 10th.
Yeah, no, I think it's great. At the height of baseball season. All right. Randolph is mounting a little drive here, Dick.
Well, they need it. They need to get something going offensively. As I said, they're 3 scores down, so they would definitely like to get 1 score on this possession. Make themselves feel good about themselves.
They're really up close. Look at nobody back deep. Oh, that ball wasn't tucked in.
Almost a little short guy running the ball there, and it almost was fired over his head.
But he gained some yards. The Whalers were all up in the box. I don't know if I like that, Dick.
3rd and 5. I mean, they're on their side of the field, Dennis. I would not be surprised what they do on 4th down. Let's see what they do on 3rd down here.
Well, I don't think they can run wide. I think their best bet is up the middle.
Three receivers out.
Close. I think
about a yard short. I think they're going for it, Dennis.
It's about a yard short.
Yeah, I think they're going for it. I don't think they're going to punt it.
Okay, we got 4th down and...
It's a long one. Now it looks like 2. 4th and 2. And they're going for it. Not much of a decision here. They have to go for it.
Oh, wow. They loaded the right side and tried to run left.
James Calkins, senior, but playing his first year of football, ate that play up. And if you have a kid playing a defensive end that's played a lot of years, he might not make that tackle.
Yep.
Because he might be cheating, seeing everything going the other way. James is learning on the go here.
On the
playing
job.
his first year as a senior. So he just stands right there, and he's in the right position. He makes a great tackle.
So you know, I don't know if he had the blocking over there to.
No, nobody blocked
no.
nobody blocked Calkins, or if they did, Calkins broke right through, and he was just
Liebert,
standing.
nice run.
I will say, if he gets around Calkins, he picks up the first down, but Calkins wasn't going to let him get around him.
About a 4-yard gain. Third and 6, second and 6 rather. Clock's rolling along.
And Nantucket may keep it on the ground more.
I would think they would.
I would stop playing the clock. You make the game shorter, and you less chance of picking up injuries by keeping the two-way starters out there a long time.
Quarterback's got it. And he gets out of bounds. And let's see where they spot it.
It's going to be close. It's not a first down. He
About
stepped out
about
sooner than I
third
thought.
and 3.
It's not as close as I thought. 3rd and 3.
Again, when the ball goes to the other side of the field, it's very difficult for us to pick up a spot. We got motion and
Good interception there by 22.
that didn't fool anybody. Number 22, Leonard Tanzalika.
He stayed right at home. Didn't let the brother-brother combination work there. You've seen it too many times today, brother to brother. He stayed at home, and he played it perfectly.
They're in a break now.
We have our 6-minute break here in the quarter. We're in the third quarter. Portions of the third quarter is brought to us by Mindzen Communications, charting digital footprints for Nantucket businesses for the past 25 years. Do you know what a digital footprint is, Dennis, by any chance?
Yeah, Dick.
What is it? Tell me, because I don't.
I'm not going to answer that question.
Tell me. I have some deer footprints in my backyard. I know what a deer
I'm
footprint
going to have my
is.
man over here.
Ask Cord over there. Say, Cord, what's the digital footprint?
We'll have our men do it.
Dennis, you have 2 weeks to work on this. 2 weeks from today, April 10th, when we're back here doing the sandwich game, which should be a big game on the schedule.
I'm going to get tested.
You are going to be tested. You're going to have to tell me what a digital footprint is. Oh, what a big hit there. 65.
So we got a second down and 10.
That was a tough block there by 65 on Randolph.
Ball's on the 15-yard line.
Taking the Nantucket kid down.
Pretty good run. For a low snap, he made something out of that.
Yeah, he was lucky to get around the corner. I thought he was going to be gobbled up in the backfield.
So let's see. He makes about 3 yards.
But it's third and a long 6, maybe 7. But he was lucky it's not third and about 15, because they had a chance to whack him in the backfield. If they don't get at least 5 or 6 here, they're going to have to punt the ball.
Yeah, no doubt.
If they get close, they may go for it again.
Ball's on the 20-yard line. They got trips to the right.
Oh, they got the slow man out on the right.
And they got to throw it left.
Batted down at the line of scrimmage. I don't know who got his hand on it.
Calkins.
Calkins.
So they're going to have to punt, Dick.
They have to punt now, yeah. If they made it close, if they bring it up to a 4th and 1, they could possibly chance it again. But you can't go for it at that part of the field with needing 6.
So
with
Dick, what is your digital footprint?
My digital footprint probably is a
Is it size 12?
large cheese pizza.
Size 12?
No. I grew up size 12 when I was a
Gannon
sophomore.
Mooney!
Oh, Mooney. Didn't get fooled at all.
No. And the Whalers take over on the 15-yard line.
So they worked the fake punt earlier today and made it work, but they went to the well one too many times there. And Mooney, good addition back from early season injury. He's playing a great game today. Justin, on the other hand, also injured in the first game coming back. So welcome back from the sick bay. The troops are here.
All right, so we got 1st and 10 for the Whalers. Big break, big turnover. Liebert outside. We got a penalty flag.
Holding on the Whalers. That's all coming back.
Yeah, it's all back.
Holding on the Whalers.
So that's a big penalty. And
so Leibert's good run is going to be taken off the board, and Nantucket's going to be knocked back.
Justin Blois is looks like he's
to the 25, 10-yard penalty.
Gimping.
Well, if he's gimpy, you might want to sit him down. You don't want him.
Yeah.
You don't want to bang him up anymore.
Could have a cramp.
I noticed that the JVs beat West Bridgeville last weekend, Dennis.
Yes, they did.
What was it? I think it was 22-20.
22-20.
Yeah.
He's going to run it. He likes to get out of bounds.
And our good buddy Bo is head JV coach.
Yep.
So he picked up most of the penalty yardage there. Looks like it's about a 9-yard gain, so that's going to bring up 3rd and 11.
They're definitely in 4-down yardage.
Well,
maybe
4 down,
goal,
or maybe my field goal try
there
again.
You go.
Yeah. Wide open.
Wide open. And the Whalers go up 34-6.
That's a 17-yarder.
So the Whalers dominating today, Dick.
So Justin looking for his 5th extra point of the day.
And that's good, I think.
He chips
Yes,
it, but it chips it over. 5 for 5. He might have got more of the tee than the ball there, but
he's definitely hurt.
Yeah, I would.
Yeah, they don't. I'd take him out and let him rest, Dick.
So your Nantucket Whalers have put another one on the board here. 5:32 to go here in the 3rd quarter. Portion of the 3rd quarter brought to us by Fairgrounds, Sea Grill, Arrowhead, Keepers, and Island Kitchen. We thank these sponsors for being part of the Whalers program. Whale Sports TV on NC TV. it's exciting, Dennis. On New Year with the new program,
New year, new program, a lot of wires.
and we have to know the names of all these pieces of equipment around us. You know,
Oh, that's another little quiz.
that's part of the digital footprint.
Camera.
We're getting hints. We're getting hints. We need hints. That got me through a lot of courses in college when I got hints. Ooh, that's part of the answer. Good. Now we're getting there, Dennis. Now we're breaking this code.
Yes, it is. It's a very difficult code to break.
Oh, the short guy catches it in the air, Dennis.
Yeah, he's a pretty good runner. Nice job.
Ooh.
A good tackle.
Boy, one more cut there, Dennis, and he might have had some sideline.
Nice tackle by number 17 for Nantucket.
A little
Matthew
dancing.
McFarland.
So, Saturday afternoon football on the island. I noticed Dennis is 2 or 3 schools are playing Monday games.
Yes.
I've seen that, and also I'm not
Thursday.
sure that they're still playing basketball.
Yes. The Boston League.
There was a Lynn English,
Greater Boston League.
Lynn Classical playing basketball,
Yep.
right?
Good
Ooh.
run. Oh, down. He's down.
Well, either way they mark it, it's a first down. Whether they say he's down, but they give him the first down anyway.
Jalen Fernandez getting the first down yardage.
What an interception!
Liebert on the interception.
Is that his second? Did he get the first?
He got the fumble. He got a fumble.
That's a tough interception for a quarterback, though, because he put the ball where he wanted to. His guy can't hang on to it, and the ball just stays in the air there. An easy interception.
So the Whales take over 1st and 10 on their own 45-yard line. And nice block by Cass. That play was sponsored by number 85 for Nantucket on the edge. Made a beautiful block.
Nice reverse there.
Jeremy Cass.
One
And a great run by Bud.
One of Dennis's favorite plays.
Got to have one reverse a game. Nice block by number 85.
5 touchdowns already, Dennis. Looking at a 6. It's hard to believe that they played 8 quarters before today and only scored 1 touchdown.
Today they're rolling.
And it's a good time to get rolling because this is the last non-league game. The league starts next week at Monomoy.
Liebert up the middle. And I think they're going to keep it on the ground to Liebert. Get him a score.
Get him a score. He's earned it. He's responsible for 2 takeaways. He rushed for 99 yards last week. Get him his first touchdown of the year.
Ball rests on the 8-yard line. 1st and goal, a 2nd and goal.
You got to keep your fullback and your line happy.
Offensive line done a good job today. Oh, he fell down. Oh.
Yeah, he
I
had
think
a
he coulda
lot.
had
He
it.
had a lot more yards to go there.
It-
Try to make an extra cut.
As my coach said, you tripped over a tall blade of grass. So we got a 3rd down.
It's 3rd and about 8. They can get a first down, Dennis. I think on about the 1 yard line.
They're going to throw it. They're going to run it. It's going to be a 4th down. Ball's down to the
That's the type of play where you're going to
6
get
about
somebody.
the 5 yard line.
That's the type of play, Dennis, where you're going to get somebody hurt.
Yep.
It's 35-6 out there. And let's see if they're going to. Now they're going to try another field goal. Last time they tried a field goal, did not get a good snap.
All right, they're looking to pick up 3, make it 38-6. And the kick is up, and I believe it is good.
31 yard. So Justin with a field goal. 3 touchdowns, 5 extra points, and a field goal.
38-6.
So we're supposed to pick a player of the game. I think the player of the game is just jumping out right at us, Dennis.
Yeah,
but,
it is
But I
today.
like to go with our 3 stars. I think we can do that.
Well,
I don't
maybe
know if
next
anybody
week.
will yell
Maybe
at us,
next-
but we'll
next-
do our 3 stars.
Next time.
We'll do them today.
You wanna do it
that
today?
way? Because the player of the game is pretty obvious at this point. I don't think that'll change. So we'll do our 3 stars, and we'll get a few
Okay.
other names in there.
All right. I go along with that, Dick.
Good. Nice run back.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Wilson made the tackle.
And that's my favorite thing on a kickoff, Dennis. Take the ball up the middle instead of running all the way right, all the way left, and getting nothing. You go right up the middle, boom, you break one line, one tackle, and you're in the clear. And he had one more tackle to break, and he would have taken all the way.
Okay, Jack Wilson, I think he's taken some of the first stream defenders out.
Getting a few reserves in there, that's nice.
Yeah.
I'm glad Justin's out of there on defense.
Well, that's good job. Good job. Number 41, Adrian Gary, sophomore, in on the tackle. Let's see it, Dick, if we can get all the numbers. Number 55 is Ian Williams is in there. Number 59, Tyler Anderson. Uh-oh. Number 75.
That ain't good. That ain't good.
Corby. And then
That's the opposite. That's the opposite of going on ball movement. They all went on sound. You're not a good defensive lineman if you move on when the quarterback goes hot.
Good job by Nantucket.
They gobbled him right up there.
Number 7, Owen Wilson was in
Kid
there.
comes up with his helmet
submarine
off, his pad's out of place.
We got a 3rd down, and ball's on 39, a 3rd and 7.
This could be the last play of the 3rd quarter.
Oh, he came back, and Ian Williams was chasing him all the way.
Yeah. Williams did a great job there, keeping him from getting around the end clean. Because he gets around the end clean, he could have run for the first down. Chased him down, and he finally fired it. 4th down, they're going to go for it here, I think. They're set up in punt formation, but I doubt if they're going to punt it.
A lot of guys coming in and out for the Whalers.
Well, that's a situation where your second team has never
2,
been on the field for a
4,
punt, so you
6,
probably
8.
call the first team back. Yeah, I knew they weren't going to punt the ball. Let's see if he makes the first. I think he made the first down. Yeah.
Yep.
And that will end the quarter. So we have played 3 quarters here. Vito Capizzo Stadium, and it's your win. Nantucket Whalers 38. Randolph 6. I see a kid down on the field there. I hope he's okay. Starting off the 4th quarter. 4th quarter's being sponsored by Cape Cod 5, community banking since 1855. I didn't know they had banks back in 1855. Do you think they had lollipops when he went in 1855, Dennis?
Yes, I think they did that.
Were lollipops invented then? So you can go in and get a
We
lollipop?
were there in 1855, weren't we?
I love to go to the bank. If they got lollipops, I'll go in and say hi, do my banking, pick up a lollipop.
They should have had, when we got our vaccines, they should have had lollipops there.
They should have had lollipops there, right?
You know, that,
Did you see with Georgia voted yesterday for voting? It's illegal to give anybody a drink of water who's waiting to vote. Does that sound like America? So if you're standing in line to vote in Georgia next year,
yep,
and it's 95 degrees,
yep.
and you're sweating, and you're standing there sweating, if your buddy comes up and hands you a drink, you're both going to be arrested. Your buddy for handing you the bottle of water and you for accepting it. What kind of country are we living in?
I don't know.
12 minutes to go here. That's my editorial for the day.
All right, we got a 1st and 10.
1st and 10.
Low snap again. And incomplete. Every time you throw the ball, three things could possibly happen, and 2 are bad.
2 are bad. Right?
We got movement, we got whistles, and we got a timeout.
I think Nantucket saved the Blue Devils on that one because the Blue Devils didn't know how many people they had on the field, and they were all looking around. Maybe that confused Nantucket, so they called the timeout to straighten it out. 11. Well, now the clock is running. All right.
Yeah.
So the clock is running, 4th quarter. So it doesn't matter if you call a timeout or not, the clock is not going to stop. So have you been watching any of the college basketball, Dennis?
Very little. I watched the Celtics last night, though. They
Celtics looked good last
Yeah,
night. Yeah,
they did.
yeah. I like the moves they made at the trade deadline. I think they needed to do something. Somehow the chemistry wasn't there, and I'm not saying that the guys that left or the guys that come in helped the chemistry, but I think it helps the morale of everybody.
My favorite player, Taco Fall, played good last night.
Taco, get in. Taco had sort of an embarrassing picture in the Globe today. I know you don't get the Globe, but there was a picture in the Globe today showing the Greek goddess there for Milwaukee.
Yep. Yeah, I know who you're talking about.
Dunking the ball.
Yep.
And Taco was sort of covering him, but the caption under the picture was Taco Fall watches the Greek freak dunk. Not what you want to be doing. You're supposed to be covering him. But Taco may get some more minutes now.
Yeah.
He got 8 minutes last night.
Nice job, number 71.
And the guy that's going to get really more minutes is Williams. And I think that's going to help him.
77, Tony Fox on the tackle.
Nice tackle by Tony.
We're at the 9-minute mark, Dick.
And the Nantucket second defense in there, Dennis, would like to make a stop here, but on the reverse of that, Randolph would like to put another one on the board, get into double digits, make the score look a little bit more respectable.
I think that the flag has changed now. It's moved. The wind is blowing from the east.
Blowing down the field. Doing a lot of hot huts. And then they have to call a timeout. So it's 4th and 4. They're trying to do the old get them offside to get the first down. But sounds like they're gonna have to earn it the old-fashioned way, make the 4 downs. And I love it, Dennis. They call the time up, but they keep the clock running.
Clock going.
You can set your watch. We're going to be out of here in 8 minutes. No more delays. We're in the fourth quarter. Fourth quarter brought to you by Cape Cod 5 Community Banking since 1855. Well, Randolph's going to have another chance at their 4th down. And with the clock running, if they don't get the first down here, Nantucket will take over and probably wind the clock out. Going with the sweep.
Oh, they got it.
Well, it's close.
I think they got it.
It's going to be close. I think they'll give it to them.
Yep.
Yeah, they're motioning. They got it.
Yep.
So Randolph converts, and we'll have another set of downs here. Ball's on the 17.
So the clock continues to move. 6:36 left in the game. Augustine calls the play. We got motion to the right. Low snap again. And
try to send them right up the middle there. Not much room.
No, not much.
The young guys on defense for the Whalers are doing a decent job.
We haven't seen that. Number 3 ran the ball really well for them. We haven't seen him run much.
Fernandez is going to get in.
All right. 38-12. Nice play by Fernandez. Augustine threw a good pass. Fernandez took it in all the way. There was nobody on that side, Dick. Where were they?
Yeah, he was wide open there. Ran it well.
Okay, here we go. We got the extra point. And
Going for two.
yeah,
Kind of confused. They
number 3 doesn't know where he's going. He wants to call a timeout. Get outside. He's got it.
Well, number 3 didn't know he was going,
Well,
but
we got a
18
flag.
did.
We got a flag. And that's going to go against Randolph. False start.
Poor number 3.
He didn't know where to go. He didn't know where his footprint was then.
Is it a carbon footprint or a or a digital footprint? Well, I'm mixed up there. Enlighten me.
All right, now they got to go from the 8-yard line. So going
Number
for
3's
2.
still in there, Dennis. So
What's that?
he didn't get pulled out. Let's see if he knows where to go this time.
Now 88 doesn't know. Yeah, there we go. We're set. Oh boy, this is going to go against the Whalers, I think.
Another false start.
Meanwhile, the clock continues to run.
3:20 to go. I got my 3 stars, Dennis.
Oh yeah.
As soon as you get yours, let me know.
All right.
Well, they try to fool the Whalers there by going up the middle, but when you're running an extra point from the 18-yard line, that's not a very good call. So it's 38-12. The clock is running. 2 minutes and 30 seconds to go.
Okay, Dick, I got him.
All right, do you want to go with yours first, or you want me to go with mine first?
You go with yours first, Dick.
Okay. My number 3 star is going to go into a guy on the defensive side. Number 50, Gannon Mooney, who I thought had a good game on the defensive side. My number 2 star is going to go to the quarterback, Micaiah Bond. And my number 1 star is going to go to Justin Boyce. What can you say about him? 3 touchdowns, field goal, 5 extra point kicks. He did it all. So he is my star of the game.
Okay. My number 3 star is going to go to number 30, Kennard Library. And he, I thought he did a good job, but both on offense and defense. Picked up a fumble and made some good tackles. And my number 2 star, Gannon Mooney at defensive end. Played a heck of a game. And my number 1 star goes, obviously, to Justin Boyce.
Okay, so confusion reigns here as they get ready for the kickoff. Both teams
They're on the wrong side.
Both teams are lined up the wrong way.
Now they got it straightened out, right, Dick?
They got it straightened out. What would be the call if they didn't get it right? And the officials allowed them to kick off in the wrong direction. That would be a nice one to sort out.
All right, here we go.
Onside
Onside
coming.
kick. And Library gets it.
There's your guy, Dennis.
Yep. The second play is made on special teams today.
Liebert fields that one, takes it up for about a 15-yard return. Nantucket will take over here. Clock is running. It'll be under 2 minutes by the time they snap. Nantucket will probably get about 3 more snaps in.
All right, let's see who they got a quarterback. Number 11. Almonte at the quarterback.
Leonel Almonte, huh?
Wait a minute, let's see. Yeah.
He's
Almonte
listed as
is
a
the
junior
quarterback.
running back, but he's got a little quarterback potential, I guess.
And number 10 with the carry. Manuel Almonte. And he gets knocked down, but no gain. In fact, a loss.
Okay. We had a brothers act on team 1. Now we have brothers act on team 2. We can say the same thing about them. How many times have they done that in the backyard?
I bet a lot. One's a sophomore and one's a junior.
So Nantucket's going to get their first win, go to 1-2. And they'll head in-
41. Look at that. 41.
Whoa! The big guy is
41.
moving. There's a
Oh.
holding penalty, though.
They threw the flag, Dick. Oh, that's too bad.
Adrian Gary, a sophomore running back.
Yeah,
He's a big dude, and he was motoring, but they're going to bring it back.
that's
Call
a
it a
shame.
block in the back.
Yep. Adrian Gary. Well, that's too bad. He had made a nice run.
He gets credit for a part of the run, but the main part of it will be taken away on the penalty. Spot foul. So
I think this is probably the last play coming
this
up.
should be the last play. He winds up only gaining about 5 yards. And if they don't hurry, they won't get it off. They get it off.
41 again. There he goes. Oh, he gets taken down. And that's
So
going to do it, folks.
So that will do it. And Nantucket picks up their first win of the year. Final comments, Dennis, before we sign off?
Well, it was a dominating performance today by the Whalers. I think they really strengthened some of the weaknesses that they've had. The kids played a great game. Congratulations go to the coaching staff and to the players. Super afternoon for the Whalers.
Okay, this is Dick Herman saying good night, thanking Dennis Karen and the NCTV group for putting on this game. Remember to put a smile on your face each and every day, even if you're laughing at yourself. Good night from NCTV.